Hey guys, FPS Unit here. This is MLB 2K13 franchise mode. The date in the game is April 3rd, 2013. The second game of the season. It is the Yankees against the Red Sox.
A pair of AL clubs. We'll see the Boston Red Sox as they play against the New York Yankees. It's early season MLB action on 2K Sports.
Early season MLB action. Down.
They have had some
Slam bam.
The Red Sox and the Yankees from New York. Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Gary Thorne, John Crockett, Steve Phillips. And tonight, a look around the stadium. 47,000.
47,000.
Hiroki Kuroda, he'll take the mound first. Steve,
Hiroki Kuroda.
Boston lineup.
Well, a good right-handed pitcher on the mound right here facing this lineup that can score some runs. It's going to be critical for him to keep the ball down to the zone and pitch to his capabilities. If he does that, he should have success.
Got a chance to show you the Red Sox lineup. And our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Dustin Pedroia can match up pound for pound with any hitter in a game of baseball. He's a dead serious guy in the field. He doesn't take any guff from anybody. He's won a Rookie of the Year, and he's won an MVP. He's got to try to win one again.
And it's Jacoby Ellsbury leading off the game. Was a win last time out for the Yankees. They took game one of the three-game series against Boston.
Game
Well,
one
they say good
was
things come in
ours.
threes,
We're
and
trying
that's
to get
definitely true for these guys. Wins are definitely good
wins.
things, but they don't want it to stop here.
That one's going to be wide. Kuroda missing with it. Certainly they'd like to make the good things four in a row here today.
Well, they're not just sitting back and hoping teams lay down for them. They're going out and taking it to them.
Swing and lined up the middle. And the leadoff man's on board. You love the offense when it gets going that way. Now we'll take a quick look at the Yankees and how they'll be fielding defensively. John, keeping an eye on anyone?
Well, Vernon Wells is known as a hitter, but what people don't understand is he can really play the outfield. Center field, left field, he's one of the best going right now.
Pedroia fouls off.
That was an unnecessary dive.
Kuroda with a delivery.
Oh, chased him.
Dustin Pedroia's down. No contact.
Well, this is where you want to go with two strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact.
Jared Saltalamacchia.
In the batter's box, Saltalamacchia. Well, it has been a long, hard coming for Jared Saltalamacchia. He'd been viewed by many as an everyday catcher, but never really got that chance until last year. 2 away. And they'll hold him at first base. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Yankees. They finish up this Boston series tomorrow. After that, they'll see Prince Fielder. It'll be a road series in Detroit. Great series there. That'll be a 3-game series. Then after that, they'll meet up with Jason Kipnis, the road series against the Indians. Nothing easy coming up.
Indians
well,
coming up.
On the 0-1 count now.
That's a huge swing right there. He was looking for a fastball, but just couldn't quite catch up to it.
And that'll be the third out. Gardner there to make the
And
catch.
that'll retire the side. Gardner putting it away. Hiroki
One hit
Kuroda.
in the top
Nice.
of the first for the Red Sox.
And we've got John Lester
Go
on the
Gardner.
mound. He gets settled in for Boston. So, Steve, what's he going to be conscious of as he looks at this Yankees lineup?
Oh, sending a good lefty to the mound in this ball game here, but this is a great lineup, a lineup that can really beat up even some of the best pitchers in the game. So he's going to have to be on top of his
No,
game.
because two saves is too low.
Movement on his pitches.
Up and away.
Can you hear the
that
guy
time
say
for
put
ball
me in the
two.
hearts
He
and
tries to get this ball
Well, that would
back
be
over the
amazing, too.
plate with that two-seamer, but it's dangerous throwing it high. You want to throw it down and
I was a
away,
little
not up
outside.
and away.
Probably shouldn't chase after that one.
The pitch. Good.
Oh, right down the
Swung
middle.
on and missed with a
Way
first
late.
out.
That's a pretty fast pitch right there, and hard to get that much break on it.
There.
So here's the
Here.
lineup in the books for Joe Girardi. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
The one guy this pitching staff will have to keep off base if they want to have success is Brett Gardner. do so many things with the bat in his hand. He fouls off more pitches, it seems like, than
High
anyone in the game
outside.
of baseball, trying to get that one good one to hit. You don't have to worry about him taking you out of the ballpark, but his
Way
singles
too low.
rarely stop him at first base. He's going to be on second and eventually third, and that means he's going to score a lot of runs.
I'll try to take the outside pitch down the line. Probably would have gotten a double out of that. At least.
Got the bat
Instead
on
of
that
got
one,
under it.
Gomes is
That's going to be
there.
out.
That's the second out of the inning. Here's a look at how the Red Sox will line up defensively. John, anyone in particular that we
A-Rod
want to keep an eye on?
at the plate.
Well, Stephen Drew isn't that big, flashy, dive all over the field, you know, make the outstanding play that gives the ooze.
There's a swing, line drive, center
That'll be a
field.
base hit. First hit for the
And it's
Yankees in the
there for
game.
Yankees there first.
Let's take a chance now to look at the Yankee season last year and how they ranked in the American League. First in home runs, first in slugging percentage, and a very productive offense as well. Second in the league in runs scored. That's an offense that scores in a lot of different ways. Not just with power, not just with speed, but that ability to manufacture runs and score in many ways.
He waited on that first pitch and took it. It's 1-0. And Teixeira lets it go outside for a ball.
Now, if you didn't get a chance to see his last game, he picked up a couple of RBIs in that one. Swinging the bat.
Big swing.
Way late on that one.
This, as his eyes lit up on that pitch, but a 2-1 count. He hit .333 last year against John
It's
Lester.
going to be out.
And there's Ellsbury for the third out. So John Lester continues to get. Leading it off, Will Middlebrooks. Dorota with a delivery.
Ooh, right on the corner.
Low, 1-0.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. One, because it gets ground ball outs, but two, it sets up his other pitches.
Misses outside for ball 2. And here's a fastball for a called strike, 2-1.
That fastball just froze him on the inside corner. Now we're going to see where he goes. Look for something soft, possibly away.
He watches the fastball go by. Now it's 2-2. Swing and a chopper to the second baseman. Jeter plays that one. You're out. One away. And you'll want to tune in next Monday. We'll see Evan Longoria and the Tampa Bay Rays. They find themselves at the Rangers ballpark in Arlington to take on Texas. That one's set for an 8 o'clock start. And it's Johnny Gomes in the box now. 1 hit, 6 ABs last season against the Yankees in games here in New York. And Kuroda's pitch is out of the zone.
You know, it happened before and it will happen again. The Yankees finished with the best home record in the entire majors, and the mystique of the stadium in the Bronx continues to live on. A very good season for them here at Yankee Stadium.
That one fouled off by Gomes. And the 51 wins by the Yankees at home, Steve was talking about, just edged out several other teams that won 50. Still, it didn't seem as though Yankee Stadium was as tough a place to play in as it had been.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they had so many injuries to their everyday lineup. A lot of guys missed time, and it wasn't as imposing a lineup as you would normally do. They still hit a lot of home runs because they take advantage of that ballpark. But I think teams going in now, they aren't intimidated by the Yankee mystique.
Sit him down with a strikeout.
That was a nice strikeout.
Well, they went away right there, and he put a pretty good swing on it, but just couldn't quite make contact. Walking back to the dugout now.
And it's Stephen Drew at the plate. He's hitting .333 lifetime off Hiroki Kuroda.
And just take a look at their history, and he's just owned everything the righty has offered up at the plate.
Ooh,
Trigger
nice
in time.
splitter.
He's behind 0-2.
Ooh,
Drew takes it down low for a ball.
The
Just
pitch you
low.
want for the ground ball out, that two-seam fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Just couldn't quite catch the plate. Good eye by the hitter.
And a good eye there
Not
by
chasing.
Stephen Drew laying off that one. It's even. Now the 2-2.
The Yankees had the victory today in the ball game, which was game 3 of the Red Sox. They're trying to get one win out of the
What a
3
great
since they
pitch
lost
right
the
there to
first
set
2.
the
And
hitter up. Keeps that ball
Andy
down in
Pettit
the
with a
strike
great
zone.
performance, and
Just
Mariano
close
Rivera
enough
with the
to let
first
the hitter
save of the
think of
year.
it, but just down enough to where if he
Yeah,
swung,
he's
he
looked
couldn't
good
do
today.
anything with it.
Drew will foul
He
that
put
one
up a
away.
couple of home runs. One by Cervelli and one from Gardner. I've been trying to get that perfect game challenge, and today I got the closest I've ever gotten.
Drew battling here as
Using
he fouls
Felix
off another.
Hernandez
Well,
and
this
the
is something you
Seattle
work on
Mariners. I played
every
against
once
the
in a while.
Oakland
Batting
A's,
practice, that defensive
and
approach.
made it
You
to the
try to
8th
see it,
inning.
try to
And
put
in
it
the
in
8th
play.
inning, I gave up my first
And a
hit.
lot of times you just try
I
to
mean, that
foul
was pretty
off a
good,
pitch
but very
that you know
frustrating.
you can't handle just to keep the at-bat alive. That's what he did right here. Practice paid off.
Throws to first in time. That's
Gonna
3
try
down.
again tomorrow. I'm done for today.
And
Hopefully
Robinson can
tomorrow I'll
out to
get
bat.
something to work with.
Top 5 hits
And
last
finally get
year.
that perfect game. I know I got all month,
This
but
one's
the more
pretty
perfect
well hit to
games,
deep
the more
left center.
intense, the better you're
This
gonna
one
be.
to Ellsbury.
Better off you're going to be.
And he meanders over to put it away.
Still, no one's thrown a perfect game
The
yet.
Red Sox early on this season.
We'll see if somebody else finally does, or if I'll be the first one to put up a
And
perfect
after
game.
that,
Oh, that'd
the
be
big bat
crazy.
of Jose Bautista. They'll be in Toronto. A team that will definitely give them a competitive series. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And after that, they will be home against the Orioles, have to deal with Nick Markakis and the O's lineup. And Kevin Youkilis watches that one go by. It's even.
You see that every aspect of the Boston Red Sox struggled last year, and their ace John Lester not immune to it. He posted his worst season since becoming a full-time starter.
Swung on.
I was ripped, but that's gonna be an out. Oh, right on
Great
the wall.
catch by Ellsbury. Well, the Red Sox troubles certainly mimic Lester's, or perhaps vice versa. John Lester, not a good year, 9-14, and an amazing 4.18
That was
ERA.
right down the middle. Look like
Unexplainable. The stuff that he has, he should never lose more games than he wins. He should never have an ERA over 4. I don't know what went on with him. I don't know if it was, you know, everything was going on with his team and the clubhouse. What happened in 2011 affected him. But if he's going to bounce back and his team's going to bounce back,
that was a
he
little
has to
too
be a
high.
big
Probably
part
should
of
have took that pitch. Looks like I foul off and get another chance.
And a
Oh.
great pitch catches Vernon Wells looking
That was
strike
pretty good.
three. Nobody left on base. No runs or hits here in this half inning. Nothing doing for either side offensively here in the. A look at the viewpoint of John Farrell and how this game's moving. He's watched some great deliveries on the mound. Struggling bats, though. Important now to get the offense stinging. And it's Shane Victorino at the plate. Oh, 1, Kuroda kicks and delivers. And Victorino, there's another foul ball. Here's the pitch.
Ooh.
And that's another foul ball.
Guy
Another
just hits
foul
everything.
ball in this at bat by Victorino.
Well, you can tell right there that the batter is in protection mode. Anything close, he's just trying to put it in play. The fact that he fouled it off will keep this at-bat going.
A fly
Gardner
ball.
will get under that one.
Gardner will field. And he gets over to take care of business.
A chance here to check out the Boston Red Sox and how they ranked in the American League last year. First in doubles, 5th in batting average with runners in scoring position. And offensively, scoring runs is the name of the game, and they got that done, ranked in the top 5 in the league in scoring runs. It shows the ability to score in so many different ways.
That's too low. Kuroda missing. Now, to be effective, you got to mix your pitch types and speed. Here's what we've seen from this pitcher today. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, the thing about it is he's keeping his team in the game, and aside from a few mistakes he's thrown, he's done a pretty good job of mixing things up.
Yeah, it's been fairly consistent in this game. The variety of pitches has been good, and most importantly, his choice of when to go with a certain pitch has been effective.
Ooh.
Slider just off the black that time, 2-1.
I like that slider on the outside corner. It's awfully hard for the hitter to lay off. He sees fastball, and then it breaks away.
Fastball on the black. He doesn't get the call, though, and it's 3-1.
Well, that's just some good old country hardball right there.
Good old
Forcing
country
fastball
hardball.
up in the zone.
Ground ball up
No
the
deal.
middle.
Make a play at first.
And
2
Cano
down.
picks it up. He's out. On to first. That's out number 2. Let's take a peek at the teams that led the way in extra base hits last year. The Yankees, number 1. Second, the Rangers. Third spot, the Red Sox. Fourth, the Orioles. And fifth best, the A's.
Well, look for the ball to be rattled around in the gaps in this game. The balls are going to be hitting the wall. Extra base hits galore with these two teams, two of the best at it last year in the league. And I tell you what, these guys love to hit the ball in the gaps and get in scoring position with one swing of the bat.
That's a strike in there.
Ellsbury for a strike.
Well, looking for a bounce-back performance today. Some disappointment after last game, striking out twice.
Ooh.
1-1 pitch is a
Nice.
splitter. Taken for a strike. 1-2.
Literally.
Well, that split finger down and in right
Gonna
there.
give him the high
He takes
cheese
his first
and
strike, and
rise
if
a
he swings at it,
fastball
he
and
might
see
be
if he
limping
goes
around the
after it.
batter's box. He'd hit it off his foot.
Ooh.
It's
Makes the
hit foul by
contact.
Ellsbury. Kuroda with a delivery.
Damn.
Ellsbury fouls off another.
Well, that's a pitcher strikeout pitch right there. You get ahead in the count 1 and 2. You throw that pitch up in the zone. You're hoping he swings through it or he pops it up. He got just enough of the bat on it to put it foul. And now we're going to see how this battle continues.
Oh, he went after that.
And he fouls off another one.
If he goes after this, he's not going to be able to make contact. Oh, I
There's
guess
a
he
ground
does.
ball. Played by
Great
Rodriguez.
weak dribbler though,
Throws
as
the
expected
first
with
side is
fastball
retired.
that low.
3 up, 3 down. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crutch, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Ichiro's at the plate.
I like Ichiro's
Bottom
running
of
outside the
third
box.
inning,
That's
and a
always
1-0
good.
count.
We're going with the cut fastball in the inside corner here. He tries
Every
to
play is a
get on the
hit.
hands, but the ball
Every
runs
bat,
back, just
every
misses the corner.
single pitch is going to be hit. That's how he plays it.
Ball
He's got to have
3,
his momentum
and you
moving out
know
of the
with
box.
3 balls, Ichiro Suzuki can be very
That
selective.
is true.
Well, he's up in the count right
Ichiro
here, 3-0.
Suzuki.
And you know he has the green light. As a hitter, you set middle in
And
try
walked
to
him
get
on 4
something in
straight.
that zone to generate a run.
He threw that one
Got a
off the
base
plate,
runner
and he
on with some
guessed that the
speed.
guy had a green light.
He's running towards
And
second.
not going to go.
At the belt, Lester kicks, throws. Just
Fastball
missed with the
outside.
fastball, 1-0. And what
Not
he's
gonna
done
give
here
it
in this
to him.
situation
Don't
with the
help out
walk
the
coming
pitcher.
where it did, Steve, is really give the offense a lot of options.
Well, as a pitcher, you
Cutter
can't try
just
to
right
miss
there.
bats. Go at them,
Still
throw
outside.
strikes, make them put it in play, let the defense work.
He's running, heading for
Get
second.
back. Too high.
That's up high. Stewart lays off. He had 1 for 2 last season against John Lester.
Threw a
There's a
fastball
ground
right
ball.
up the middle. Still
And he scoops it up.
doesn't make good enough
Gets 1 at
contact.
second.
And they turn it over.
Nice play, especially on the relay to first. 4-6-3.
It's textbook right there. Tailor-made double play. Hit it where they are and turn it.
Those who led the league in hits last year, the league leaderboard. Number 1, Derek Jeter.
Jeter.
Miguel Cabrera is second. Robinson Cano third. Adrian Beltre fourth. And Billy Butler, he's number 5.
Well, if you want to see a lot of hits, watch these two guys here today. Last season, 2 of the top batters in all of baseball with the ability to get hits. And that's what these guys do.
This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. Gomes to field this one. And
Warning
the
track
sides
power.
retired as they head into the dugout. It's the kind of inning that the defense likes. 3 up, 3 down. Nothing doing for either side offensively. You take a look inside Yankee Stadium. A little cold here in the Bronx for this one. Nevertheless, a great night for baseball. Just bundle up a little. And it's Dustin Pedroia in the box now. That one's going to be wide. Kuroda missing with it.
Into the 4th inning, clearly pitching dominating this lineup right now. Look, he's only given up 1 hit, and they just have not had quality at bats against him. He's making it look easy.
Swung on line to right
Ichiro,
center
no.
field. In
Down.
there, and this is going to be trouble. He's trying for second, and this rolls all the way to the wall. There's the throw. He's safe at third. No play to be made.
Well, that was a mistake.
A lot of times when you think of a triple, you're thinking of runs batted in, 1 or possibly 2. But this time he's the only guy in base. But he's leading off this inning with that triple and a chance for a big inning.
In the batter's box, Santalamacchia.
Nice.
Last season, 2
Good.
hits, 11 at-bats against Kuroda. He delivers, and that's high, 1-2. We have seen a great pitching performance on the mound and a tremendous use of that strike zone that's been on display here.
Well, he's had a great rhythm going in this game today. He's not afraid to move the ball around and pitch aggressively.
Grounded to Teixeira. Oh, and he bobbles this thing.
We'll get 1 run scores both already. Only 1.
Find a way to get the runner in whenever you can, and that's what this offense does. Good, solid approach and at bat right there.
And it's Mike Napoli at the plate, 1 away. And what you're seeing here, guys, is this offense taking some pressure off the pitching staff. You get production like this, things really start to come together a whole lot easier.
And you just don't know how important it is to get that early lead, guys. I mean, they've definitely shown their offense is able to produce. They've got a lead here to show for it.
Line shot into center field. And it's through. Base hit for Napoli. So that brings up Will Middlebrooks. Now a look at the teams who generated the most runs last year. The Rangers, number 1. Second, the Yankees. In third, the Angels. White Sox fourth. And it's the Red Sox, number 5.
Well, they might have to replace home plate after this game because these were 2 of the top teams in the league last year in runs scored. They love to cross home plate. They get guys on. They score them. And that's what makes these teams so tough to pitch against.
Taps this one foul off to the left. And that's another foul ball. Here's the pitch.
Strike
Strike
3.
3 swung on. Will Middlebrooks is struck out.
Here's the slider coming right at you in K-Cam. Get a better look at that.
Runner on. And for Johnny Gomes. Take a look at this first pitch delivered and see how he's doing.
Well, Gary, you work behind in the count. You go 1-0. It gives the aggressiveness back to the hitter. And, you know, he's given up a couple hits in this game when he's fallen behind on that first pitch.
That one fouled off by Gomes.
Not chasing.
That one's going to be wide. Kuroda missing with it.
Trying to get the ground ball out. You throw that 2-seam fastball away from the hitter.
Ooh,
trying to get him
chase
to
the
reach
spinner.
and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
Well, that half inning came to... Derek Jeter will lead it off. Number 1 in hits last year.
Jeter.
Hit up the middle.
Ooh.
Pedroia.
Ooh.
That's 1 away. And Alex Rodriguez is up the plate.
Alex
1 down.
Rodriguez.
For a long time, A-Rod was under a lot of scrutiny for his play in the playoffs. But he won a World Series.
Swung on, hit in the
That's
air
gonna be
to
an
right
out.
center. This one to Ellsbury. Roams over, puts it away.
Mark
And it's Mark
Teixeira.
And you know, any great pitching coach will emphasize the importance of mixing up your pitch types. Let's see how this guy's been doing in that regard.
Well, one pitch we've seen a lot of is that four-seamer. Seems to me like he's relying on that way too much.
You know, I find it interesting.
That's a base hit.
Line drive toward short. And that gets down. Teixeira's got a
Not
single.
rally.
That will bring up Robinson Cano.
Well, with that big two-out hit right there in this inning, you know the managers in there telling
Cano.
him, let's not let him breathe. Let's not let him get that third out. Let's score before this inning's over.
He was near the top of the list in the AL in crossing the plate. First pitch he let go by, and it was a ball, 1-0.
Well, you want consistency, especially with your better players, and obviously one of the leaders last year to this offense, his big bat in the middle of the lineup, so they want him to get it done again.
3 straight balls. He's in
Now
trouble.
Cano, he may take one here.
Hit one out of the ballpark last time out. Look for
Ooh,
him to
slip that strike with a 2-seamer outside, back door.
At the belt, Lester kicks.
Ho, 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 ho.
Throws.
That was
Cano's
pretty
gonna
well hit.
foul it away.
You just need to get a little more out front.
Runner goes, 3-2 on the way.
Ooh.
That ends up foul.
Well, the longer you get in that bat, the harder it is to focus. Most guys don't see this many pitches, so they're not used to it. But give the hitter and the pitcher credit. They're both battling.
Full count pitch by Lester.
Ah.
Swings, hits this one. It'll be fielded by Ellsbury. And Drew grabs that one, and the side's retired. Leading it off, Stephen Drew.
They knew Kuroda had this in him, and he has delivered. He's gone above and beyond.
Here we go with a breakdown of pitches that are outside the strike zone. We can see if he's getting the hitters to chase those pitches.
Well, he's really locked in right now. Got the hitters off balance, forcing the hitters to swing at pitches outside of the zone, expanding that strike zone.
Unpredictability. That's the toughest thing on any hitter. When you can't guess with the pitcher and you can't guess location, it makes it so difficult.
Here's the delivery. Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball, 1-2.
Well, that's the pitch you want for the ground ball out, that two-seam fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Just couldn't quite catch the plate. Good eye by the hitter.
And a good eye there by Stephen Drew laying off that one. It's even. Strike 3 swung on by Stephen Drew and missed.
Well, his slider could be a buzzsaw. He can break some bats, but right now they're not making enough contact to break a bat. That's 3 straight strikeouts.
And Shane Victorino in.
Shane Victorino, a longtime part of the Philadelphia Phillies, moved last season at the deadline. He still has speed and grit and can be a factor on the base pass.
Now it's 2 down.
It's a nice throw by the shortstop, and the key to that is having good feet. When an infielder makes bad throws, it's not because of his arm, it's because of his feet.
And it's Siriaco at the plate. That one's going to be wide. Kuroda missing with it. Here's the 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a slider. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Boy, what's been working for this guy on the mound? Here's a look at the quality strikes he's thrown.
Well, just impressed with this young man, the way he's just hit the lower part of that strike zone. When you can keep the ball down.
Line towards second. And Cano picks it up.
You're out of there.
Throws on to first in time to retire the side. Kevin Youkilis leading it off.
Kevin
Here's the first one.
Youkilis. Base hit.
Swing and a liner to right center. And Youkilis has got himself a base hit. That will bring Vernon Wells up. Team leaders in home runs. How'd they do it last year? Well, let's take a look. Number 1,
The
the Yankees.
Yankees.
The Orioles in second. White Sox third. Rangers fourth. And for the Blue Jays, they are in fifth.
Well, a lot of times they say that power hitters can be pitched to if you pitch them carefully. The problem is with this team, they have a ton of power hitters in this lineup. Number 1 in baseball last year in the home run. And you make a mistake, and everyone in this lineup can make you pay with the long ball.
On the ground. Drew dives, and he's up with it.
Save.
And he pushes on to second for the force. What a play. 6-4-3 double play. Nice move at second base.
That's a great double play. Pulling off double plays like that can really shift the momentum of a game.
And Ichiro stands in, 2 down. An impressive 5 for 11 last year against John Lester. Ball 1 to begin this at bat, 1-0.
It's a clinic right now. Lester has shown us how it should be done.
Let's take a look here and see what his approach is against these hitters on the first pitch.
The first pitch of the bat oftentimes is the most critical pitch. And when he does not throw a strike with the first pitch, he's given up 2 hits in this game.
That's a base now.
Swing liner back up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit for Ichiro.
Looking back to last year, let's check out the season that Ichiro had. 10th in stolen bases, 11th in triples, and he was a hit machine last year, ranked in the top 15 in hits, showing that great eye-hand coordination to put the ball in play.
Here's Stewart.
And Stewart settles in.
Now, if you got a chance to see the last game, you saw he seemed a little bit flustered at the plate, expanding the strike zone, striking out twice in that game.
And the first pitch was a strike. Got about 0-1 right now. Third career at bat, so 1 for 2 against Johnson.
I had to get him chasing on
And
Luke
this
and
is
Curry.
downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to
Some reason I need
pitch
to
for
do
that
it to
one,
second.
though. 2-1 pitch. 2-1 pitch. That circle change swung on and missed. 2-2. Just inside.
Way too
Fastball.
low.
The count runs full.
You try to run that 2-seam fastball down and in. It means you want to get the ground ball. He didn't get
Walk
it. The hitter lays off
them.
a tough pitch.
That misses. Ball 4. Potential time run
Brings
now
up
at second.
Brett Gardner.
The patience that you have to have that many pitches in that bat and work a walk. The pitchers right now, his energy is non-existent.
And that'll bring Brett Gardner up.
Well, 2 outs in the inning, you don't want to give a free pass. Make them earn it. As
Oh,
long as you keep it in the
the
ballpark.
pitcher's there to
It
make the
doesn't
play.
hurt you, but that walk can come back to haunt you.
And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. Boston not letting. It's Jacoby Ellsbury to lead us off.
Ellsbury.
See if he's getting balls or strikes here. Let's take a look.
You throw strike 1, you get out. You tell pitchers that, but now they get a chance to see it. He's retired 9 batters after going 0-1 in the count on him.
And it's 0-2. Ellsbury cut it down, protect.
Well, he throws the breaking ball down and in for a strike right there. Even if the hitter puts it in play, it tends to be a ground ball out.
Chased it.
Grounded to Teixeira. And he's up with it.
Oh,
And he gets in there. No contest.
my.
That'll bring up Dustin Pedroia. Boy, I don't know on
Goodness.
that count, Steve. Number 1, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that where it was.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
Last time up, he tripled and scored. And he lays one down here. And
Got
there's
one.
On to first, safe. Can't get the back end of that one.
That's a good snap decision right there. Making the play on the bunt and getting the lead runner out at second base. Nice job.
In the batter's box, Saltolovakia. Last season, he hit 3 for 23 against the Yankees on the road.
And the hitter knows that coming in, that he struggled in this ballpark, but you know what? He has confidence in himself. He thinks he can turn it around this year.
You've got to keep the opponent close when you're behind. You've got speed on first base. They better keep him close. If he gets in scoring position, it may just add on to this lead.
And he swings and hits this one foul. Foul ball! And the 1-2 pitch.
See ya. I like
Slider
him.
swung out and missed. 2 down.
Get a chance to take a look at this slider right here, Gary.
Well, if you're not looking for the breaking ball, you're going to struggle. That was a nice way with 2 strikes to generate the K.
And John, the breaking pitch came directly after a real good off-speed pitch. I think that threw off his timing.
Yeah, a lot of times you would think if he throws a breaking ball, he's either going to foul it with a fastball most of the time, but he didn't. He fouled it with the breaking ball, and that's what got him in trouble.
The pitch.
Not chasing.
Fastball is a waste pitch that time, 1-2.
Well, looking at this guy's pitch count, he's up over 80 pitches thus far.
See
Wonder
ya
how long they're gonna let
later.
him go.
So he ended that half inning with a strikeout. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. And the Yankees.
And the Yankees.
Derek Jeter will lead it off.
Let's go,
Led the
Yankees.
American League in hits last year.
Base knock.
There's a swing.
Way to
line
lead it
drive,
off there.
center field. And that gets down, putting Jeter on with a base hit. And that'll bring up Alex Rodriguez.
Gary had an outstanding year last year, no doubt about that. I mean, a guy they came to rely upon, and obviously a very disciplined hitter at the plate.
Well, even though Alex Rodriguez's numbers have diminished over the last couple years, he is still a threat in the lineup and someone that you have to reckon with.
He flew out his last time up.
Ooh.
It's hit foul by Rodriguez. Yow. A little low.
Yow.
Got it in the dirt, but he held on. Swung on. Fly ball heading towards the corner and right. One away. And that'll hold the runner at first. Well, let's see how the top hitting teams measured up last
Let's see
season.
how they
Number
measured
1,
up.
the Angels. Second, the Rangers. In third, the Tigers. Fourth spot held with the Royals. And it's the Yankees, number 5.
When you watch his team today, one of the top hitting teams in all of baseball last year, you can't get frustrated as a pitcher pitching against them because they are going to get base hits, but you're going to have to bear down, and if you're going to beat them, you better hope you're getting a lot of double play balls because there's always going to be guys on base.
And Teixeira will take that low.
Gary, they've only left a couple runners on base offensively so far through the middle part of this ball game, and they're going to have to give themselves more opportunities to see if they can't come up with that big base hit. That's just not enough offense.
That one is fouled off by Teixeira.
Oh, that was a strike.
To work at full.
Ugh.
Full count pitch by Lester. And it's fouled off. Big pitch to Teixeira.
Oh,
Off another one.
that was
Well, you know
on the
finishing off
line.
right there, but I tell you what, that defensive approach, keeping this at bat alive, could pay off down the road.
Swung on, missed.
Drop that
Curveball,
curve in
strike him
there.
out, 2 down.
That's a hard-biting curveball right there with great break. Awfully tough to put in play. Swung. Right through it.
Chance here comes with 2 away for Robinson Cano. You look at the season average for him last year, 253 against the Red Sox. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike.
Oh, way
Don
too
Lester
low.
ahead on the count, 0-2. Well, it's truly been a tremendous day on the mound for this man. Here's a hit in the air to center
That's a base
field.
hit.
It's down, a base hit. Jeter on his way to third. Good offensive chance here. Boy, I don't know in that count, Steve. Number 1, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that where it was.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have
Get out of here.
Swings, and there's a drive high in the air.
Oh,
He heads all the way back to the warning track and gets the out.
oh,
And if you are just coming on
yipes.
board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Clark, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Middlebrooks in the batter's box. He'll lead off the 7th. This one's grounded foul, wide of first. Dorota with a delivery. That's inside. Middlebrooks watching it. So far, an 0 for 2 in the ball game against Kuroda.
Well, last time up, he struck out on the slider. It started in the zone, broke out of the zone. A very tough pitch to hit.
Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. One-two pitch coming.
Pepsi Max.
Back up
I
the
know.
middle. And Cano picks it up.
Fire him further out.
And that'll retire Middlebrooks. And Johnny Gomes up. Struck out swinging last time up. And they're behind in this ball game, and by the looks of things, they got a starter out there who's tired.
There's no question about it. I think they have to strongly consider making a move here as we see him before our eyes running out of gas.
Checked his swing that time. It misses 1-0.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad gesture.
Here's the 1-0. That one fouled off by Gomes. And we've got David Robertson out on the mound as the Yankees turn to him in relief. And Steve, as he gets into this Boston lineup, what are we going to see?
David Robinson comes into the game and he knows how to get the job done. He's figured out who he is. Very good at leaving runners on base. He gets a strikeout when he needs it. He gets a double play when he needs it. Fastball change-up guy to keep the hitters off balance.
Strike three, Johnny Gomes on a swing and a miss.
With two strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
And a chance here with two down for Stephen Drew. 0-1. Nearly 500, going 7 for 15 last year against the Yankees here at Yankee Stadium.
And it seems like every time he took an at-bat in this ballpark, he was on base, either with a hit or a walk. That's why the numbers are so impressive.
Drew will foul that one away.
Bobby
That one
Gardner
is swung
there.
on. He
Make the
makes
play.
contact. Then Gardner.
And they're out with it.
And that's the third out. That'll do it. And a good defensive hat. It's going to be Wells. 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch. Ball. Low pitch from Lester for a ball.
Look here, listen, he's made pitches. They've had a few base runners on against him. No question about it. They've gotten a few.
Up the middle.
And the offense is rolling here already. No outs. They got a runner on first base. RBI opportunities for the guys coming up behind him.
And here's Ichiro. Well, it's keeping up with the hit trends in this one. Let's take a look at the pitches that he's thrown on the mound that have been put in play.
Guys, the cutter's the pitch I'm watching here. It's been hit 3 times.
Ooh,
There's a swing,
no double
and that
play,
one's hit
no
on the
double
ground.
play, no double play. Yes,
One.
that's where the speed of Ichiro comes in handy.
He'll only get one.
Well, big out right there. And listen, he's on his way to a shutout right now. They've not been able to muster much against him. But this is critical time of the game. He's getting a little fatigued, and they've seen him a couple times already. He's got to make his pitch.
Now we have a moment to look at the teams leading the league in slugging percentage from last year. The Yankees, number 1. Second, the Rangers.
Looks like
The
Lester's
Angels,
getting
third.
tired
Tigers,
out there.
fourth. And at number 5 on the list, the White Sox.
Well, Gary, we're going to see sluggers in this game today. And I tell you what, they got guys who can take you out of the ballpark, but they also hit a ton of extra base hits. So they keep double plays out of order. That's why they're so successful in that category.
Now Lester sets up 2-1.
Ooh, hitters count.
2-1 pitch, a
3-1.
fastball outside.
Good
3-1.
opportunity. Stewart.
Well, the starting pitcher right now is over 80 pitches, and this is a time when the manager and the pitching coach have to keep an eye and see if his velocity is dropping. If it is, you might want to think about getting him out.
Well, you can do a lot of things right
Pitcher
here.
nibbling a little bit right here. Hitter not being overly aggressive, laying off those borderline pitches.
Gardner at the plate.
Well, kind of a lost season for Brett Gardner in 2012. 16 games before an injury to his elbow.
Oh,
That one hit well.
that's one thing
Victorino's
you
there.
don't want to
This
have.
one towards Drew. That's 2 gone.
That's a big second out right there, holding on to a slim lead. Now he's got a chance to get out of this thing without getting
Derek
major trouble.
Jeter.
Here
Yeah, those
is
hits
Derek
last year.
Jeter.
Look
Now a
out.
great chance for him and the Yankees.
They're going to have to keep close tabs on that runner at second base. The pitcher's going to have to make him stop in his lead. Because if he gets to third base, he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
Low pitch from Lester, 4 ball. Oh, and they're going to try for the double steal.
Oh, that's gonna score
Their
him.
second hit for him in the ball game in his 4th plate appearance. And that's in.
Tie ball
And
game.
they've got a lefty up and throwing.
There's a runners on first and third.
Righty in the on-deck circle. I don't
Alex
think that's an
Rodriguez
just
is
a
at
shame
the
to see
plate.
shutout broken up right there,
A home
but
run
still,
hitter.
Just a tremendous performance today.
And it's Alex Rodriguez now. And guys, this offense has come through big. We are seeing them gaining confidence now. Oh, Jeter trying to steal. It's hit foul by Rodriguez.
An opportunity to take the lead right here.
At the belt, Lester kicks, throws. Rodriguez fouls off another. Foul ball!
Oh!
Oh, dive, Pedroia.
That took a lot of effort to make the play.
One heck of a play.
That saved
So John Lester heads to the dugout.
the Red Sox
And
from
tied up as he becomes the
going
pitcher.
down a run.
And it's Shane Victorino
Beast.
at the plate. And he can't catch up with that one. 0-1. Hitting at .344 lifetime against the Yankees.
And it doesn't really matter which pitcher they trot out there, Gary. He loves hitting off every one of them.
Good location, and he couldn't hold off at 1 and 2.
His cut fastball looks like his regular fastball. It just has different movement.
Oh,
so
base hit.
deceptive, so tough to hit.
And that is in there, the go-ahead run on base.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it. Get a good part of the bat on the ball and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just want... And he tries to get one down. Stewart fields it. And his throw is in time. First out of the inning.
Gary, you know what? He didn't beat it out at first base, but he sacrificed himself to get the runner in scoring position.
Sometimes those things get lost in the course of a game, but not for the guys on the field. They realize the importance, especially if they get the run here.
You know, we always celebrate the guy who drives in the run, but he's in scoring position because his teammate got a bunt hit.
Swung on by Ellsbury, strike one.
Well, it's no secret the Red Sox absolutely collapsed last year. And a big issue for them is the health and production of Jacoby Ellsbury. When he's healthy, he's as good as anybody.
Steve, talking about Ellsbury, he's shown that he can carry an offense 30-30 season and 11, but you wonder if they'll keep him batting at the top. Line
That's
hard
going to score
down the
one.
left field line.
And it's a double.
Base hit, maybe two. Victorino will try and bring it home. There's the
Oh.
throw. And he scores, and the tie is broken. They take the lead. A productive hit. Checking the WPA graph, let's measure what the RBI means. Now, Dustin Pedroia. You always hope you can get this offense going late in the ball game. They have, and they've got a lead.
Well, they needed that one right there, Gary. That was a big at-bat. Now they have the lead. Now they're looking to add on to it, too. Take the pressure off the late-inning pitching.
I think there's an issue of how much is left in his tank right here, so that bullpen's going to get active.
You know, it's still early in the game, though, so I'd be surprised if they make this move this early. They may just getting prepared in case they need to go there.
Bullpen always happy to have as big a lead as they can get going into the late innings, but hey, at least they got
Foul.
themselves a lead.
No, you're right. Managers don't mind it too much either, but they want to keep piling on right here. They'll like it even more that way.
Not chasing.
Bends that one a little too much, that curveball in the dirt. Full count pitch.
What?
That one's going to miss. That's ball 4.
That was a
as he hits
strike.
down the line.
Come on, Owen.
First base was open in this
You and I both
situation.
know
They're
it's a
comfortable
strike.
putting him on.
So many guys just go up to the plate and swing just to swing the bat. This is what you call a professional at bat. He was patient, he worked the count, he worked the pitcher, and he got that free pass.
In the batter's box, Saltalamacchia. How's he hitting? Well, career .213 off the Yankees.
There's really no explanation of why he has trouble against this team, but he struggles against every pitcher.
Oh
Liner towards the
no. Come on,
hole,
Ichiro. Throw
and
to
that
play.
gets down. That should bring Ellsbury around.
Alright, well, okay.
Well, now he's coming up to the plate with the bases loaded. You see that single right there, Gary.
I think it's time for a
Loads up the
substitution.
bases, and he's got to make this pitcher work. A lot of pressure now on the pitching. He's got to look for a pitch to drive.
Here's Mike Napoli. He's got a chance to bring a runner in. Napoli hits this one. Oh, dive, Jeter. He's got it. And he throws in time for the
They scored another one.
second
At least they got
straight
it
out.
now. That's all we can ask for right
Incredible
now.
diving stop. Just couldn't get it there in time.
Well, great effort there, but it takes some time to be able to make the throw once you dive for the ball, and he couldn't quite get him.
Well, batting now, Will Middlebrooks. And it just seems like they continue to find ways to produce, extending this lead and causing all sorts of problems for the defense.
Well,
He swings and hits this
That'll
one.
get us out of the inning at least.
Fielded by Ichiro.
We got the middle of our lineup coming up. Hopefully we can get back those 2 runs.
So they scratch across 2 runs, 3 hits and 2 left on. Red Sox. And it's Mark Teixeira now. He'll lead it off. 3 ABs so far. Picked up 1 hit off Lester.
last time he just flailed at that big 12-6 curveball. Couldn't make contact on it for strike 3. You got to believe he's going to see it with 2 strikes in this at bat.
Right after seeing it enough times, though, he's bound to make an adjustment.
Safe.
And the throw pulls
That's
him
a
off the
throw in
bag. He's
here.
safe.
Got a runner on. Robinson can go up.
Robinson can
Look
go.
out.
Here's the first pitch. Looked like the cutter that time for a called strike.
Oh, here comes the
Well, that cut
substitution.
fastball away. It looks like it's coming down the heart of the plate. Runs to the outside corner. It tends to turn into a pop-up.
0-1. Bailey kicks and delivers. Cano not fooled by that. Count is evened up. Good moving cutter. And it's 1-2 now.
Well, that cut fastball away. It looks like it's coming down the heart of the plate. Runs to the
Oof.
outside corner. It tends to turn into a pop-up.
Well, he finished that one off with a strikeout. Nice pitch.
That's pretty fast pitch right
Euclid.
there, and hard to get that much break on it.
Now it's Kevin Youkilis. And the first pitch. First pitch, fastball, 0-1. That's a foul ball. Good slider that time. Ruled the ball. 1-2.
That's the perfect spot you want to throw that slider. Down and away. Let the hitter think it's going to be on the plate. Start his swing and then have it break off the plate. Foul ball!
The 1-2 pitch. Youkilis strikes out. Could not make
Just a little
contact.
up. A little too
K-Cam's going to show us the 4-seam fastball here.
Burning
Now
Wells.
here's Vernon Wells. Shero will lead off first. And he starts him
Yeah,
off.
that's gonna be an out.
Here's a swing and a fly ball. Gomes to field this one. And the sides retired as they head into the dugout. And welcome to those of you just tuning in. 2K Sports, Major League Baseball. This is Gary Thorne along with Steve Phillips and John Crook. Gomes settling in. It is a strike to start the 9th, 0-1.
But once you make the decision to swing, you have got to swing the bat. He waited a little too long. He wanted to swing a little earlier. His indecisiveness, though, caused him to swing late and miss it.
Strike 3, Johnny Gomes on a swing and a miss.
Here's the 4-seam fastball coming at you in K-Cam. Get a better look.
Stephen Drew batting now with 1 down. No hits yet, but he'll get another chance right here. First pitch of the at-bat now. There's a swing and a ground ball. And Cano picks it up. That's 2 gone. Here's Shane Victorino now, 2 down. He singled and later scored in his last time up. Victorino, he'll foul it away. On the way. Shane Victorino. He was not fooled by that one. That'll even it up.
Well, you saw the catcher right there setting up inside, and the pitcher just missed off the plate. Still a pretty good pitch, though.
That one's
Jeter
driven
make
to
the
short.
out. Bottom of the inning. Here's our last chance. We gotta score 2 runs to send it in extras and 3 runs to win.
The The decisions of Joe Girardi being played out. Let's take a look. Still a chance here for his ball club with a 2-run deficit looming large, but it is not insurmountable. And Ichiro up. He's going to be the first at bat, home half of the ninth. Hit in the dirt.
That'll be one.
Picked up by Drew.
He's out.
One away.
One out here in the ninth inning. They still need 2, so they need to get people on and advance base runners. Do what they have to do to get runners in scoring position and hope they run into that clutch base hit, Gary.
Ball. And Stewart settles in. 2 hits, 13 at bats lifetime off the Red Sox. And Hanrahan's pitch, and that'll be out of the strike zone. Runs that one in on him. Can't lay off though. 1-1.
He looked really out of sync on that swing. Swung late. Looks like he wasn't anticipating the fastball.
Hard slider misses. 2-2. Stewart's going to foul that away. Swing and a miss.
Took
Only 6 pitches to get it done here late in the game.
Well, you hate to strike out any time in a game, but especially late. You want to put the ball in play and try to make something happen. Couldn't get it done there.
Gardner at the plate. Flew out last time. And this is bounced foul to the left side. Low for a ball to Gardner.
That's a good pitch there. Tried to get him to chase it out of the zone. He just laid off.
Hanrahan too far outside. That's going to be a ball. Fouled
Oh,
off by Gardner.
that's gonna be
That's the
it.
last out. This ball game is now over.
Fans going home unhappy in this one. Their offense just...
Now we're going to award our player of the game. Jacoby Ellsbury.
Well, it was a good
Going to
effort.
swing the bat today.
All right.
Well, you know, Gary, anytime you can put the ball in play, you have a great
Robertson got us in
opportunity to get
trouble,
hits and
gave
great
us the
things
loss.
happen.
We did, tried,
Good ball game.
made
Great
it
battle
close.
here, and the pitching,
Just
the
not
best
good
fireman
enough.
came away with a win.
And before the game, you probably would have thought 3 runs might not
We
be enough
got
to win this
1-1,
game, but
plenty of
no,
season ahead.
it was.
See if we
Until
can
next time,
come
this is
away
Gary
winning
Thorne,
the
along with
series.
John Crutcher,
Take 2 out of
Steve
3 from
Phillips. We'll catch you
Boston.
at the yard.
See you next time. That was pretty much the player right there.